What's up, peoples? It's Gendo here, and welcome back to the Toffee Takeover. As always, if you are still enjoying the series, please do go and drop it a like. And today and tomorrow, it's going to be a little bit of a rough go because, well, we're going to be taking on Juventus in both of these matches. We got Juventus at home today, and then tomorrow's episode will be Juventus away from home. And in between that, we got to take on both Spurs and Liverpool. So I feel like we're going to be in a little bit of a losing stretch, but we can always hold out hope that we can get a result in one of these matches, especially against Juventus, where our Champions League fate basically rests on these two matches. If we don't get a single point against Juventus in either of these two matches, we can pretty much kiss our chance at Europe goodbye. Not just Champions League, but Europa League as well. But first and foremost, we did play a couple of league matches. Let's take a look and see how we fared against those teams. And firstly, we picked up a very dominant result versus Leicester at home as we beat them by the score of 3-0. Sandro getting himself a brace, Gylfi Sigurdsson adding on a tally late in the match. And as you can take a look at the stats, it was pretty much a one-sided affair. We had the most possession, we had the most shots, we had the most shots on target, and basically up and down the pitch, outside of Ademola Lookman, everyone played relatively well. Not a single below 7 outside of that. But this was one of those matches that everything clicked and everything was going our way. And compared to the next match versus Ipswich. Now, I'm not saying this result was warranted, a 3-2 defeat, but it's just the way that we lost. Okay, Jakub Błaszczykowski, he scored 2 penalty kicks. And to be honest with you, both of those penalty calls were very minuscule, especially the one in the 86th minute, which I'm going to highlight for you right now because there was no reason at all that penalty should have been called. So as you can see here, it starts with a free kick from Chambers, and I'm actually going to drop this down, the match speed down, but it starts with a free kick from Chambers, goes over the top to Bowen, and then for inexplicably no reason whatsoever, Seamus Coleman trips up Bowen in the box. The ball was going way over his head. It was going to the byline. Seamus Coleman did not need to foul him. With 4 minutes left on the clock, he gives away a penalty, which ultimately sealed our fate and made us lose versus Ipswich. First and foremost, we shouldn't be losing to Ipswich in the first place because they just got promoted. But then coming away with 2 dumb-ass penalty calls like you just saw right there, it really just does my head in that the team performed this poorly. Coming off of a great win versus Leicester, to perform this poorly away from home to a team that just got promoted, and how you don't get any sort of result is mind-boggling and absolutely uncalled for. So with that win and a loss just canceling each other out, there was basically zero sum in terms of movement on the table. We're still in 7th place, 13 points through 8 matches. Spurs on top this time around. Liverpool, Manchester United, and Chelsea sitting behind them. The one interesting thing, though, is that Arsenal continued to get worse. They were sitting around 12th last time we were checked in, and now they're sitting in 15th place. So you got to figure that maybe losing Arsene Wenger wasn't really the best thing to do, but at the same point in time, you figure that the current manager in Jurgen Klopp should be doing a lot better with this squad. So you got to figure that something is up here at Arsenal, and maybe Jurgen Klopp just isn't the man to take them over and to try and lead them to the promised land. It's still early on. There's still 30 matches left to go in the season, but Arsenal's sitting way down there in 15th. It just ain't good. Just ain't good for Gunners. For the first time in a while, though, we are not going to have any sort of injuries to hamper us. It's just all down to the unregistered players that we're not going to be having, like Mason Holgate, like Malang Sarr. But we're going to go with the players that we have currently registered, and we're going to use the 4-2-3-1. We're going to have Jordan Pickford in between the sticks today, with Coleman, Adibas, Keane, and Baines along the back line. We got Idrissa Gana Gueye, the defensive mid, Ross Barkley, the center mid, the 3 attacking mids ahead of them, Siggy down the middle, Morales on the right, Bolasie down the left, and Sandro, of course, sitting up top. Hopefully he can continue his goal-scoring prowess in the hopes that we can get ourselves something. Now, if you take a look at my bench, there is a little bit of a problem of overcrowding, that I do have a lot of players here that aren't even on the bench, and hell, it's not even including the players that aren't even registered for the Champions League, like Mason Holgate, like Malang Sarr. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of movement out in the winter window, if we even get to a winter window. First, we need to see if we can get ourselves out of this Champions League group, first and foremost. And as you take a look at how Juventus are going to be lining up, it's essentially going to be a battle of 4-2-3-1s, just a little bit offset for ours. They got Higuain sitting up top, Servi, Dybala, and Bernardeschi along the attacking mid-front, Matuidi and Marquisio sitting in the middle, Sandro, Caldera, Hovedez, and Karavayev. I've never honestly heard of this player. I'm not even going to pronounce that first name, but Karavayev as the right back on the day, so that's going to be interesting. And of course, they got Szczesny sitting in between the sticks. So it's a very strong squad that you expect to be winning every single match. But basically, boys, it's all up to these guys. It's all up to you to try and stop this mammoth squad that is known as Juventus. And if they do that, well, then a result potentially is on the cards. 15 minutes on now, ball coming forward on an attack. Morales getting inside, but Szczesny has to tip it wide. Of course, I would have loved a better cross than that, but we are able to get a corner kick out of it. I'm not going to expect much out of it. Siggy gets it inside. It doesn't really fall to anybody in a blue shirt. Leighton Baines, though, picking it up, gets it out to Sandro, and that's really just, like I said, ended up with nothing. Little helpful hint, if there's going to be a corner kick at the very end of a highlight, expect it not to do anything. Coming up the right-hand side, but Juventus have got it really well scouted. They got a yellow shirt on everybody, but we're able to get it up potential. Oh, I was about to say, see, Football Manager's got ears. Whenever I want to try and say something good about the team, they know it, and of course they turn it around and stick it right in my face. Good tackle, though. Oh my lord, what a great shot from Dybala. Didn't miss by much. Just goes wide of the post. And I can't say that much of anything is going on in this match. Juventus have had the more shots, they've had the more possession. Nobody has had a single shot on target until what we just did right now. And I just take a look at here, Bernardeschi has gotten himself injured, which is going to help us out because now that forces them to have made a sub. That's one of the players on the right wing side that we could potentially utilize and maybe, quite possibly, try to exploit. Because like I said, I don't know too much about that Karaviev along that right-hand side. So maybe if we try and exploit that now that Bernardeschi is also gone, I'm also going to tell the boys that we're not doing all that great out there, so let's try and do something different. Idrissa Gana Gueye looking nervous, got a yellow card. Guess what? You're coming out. Leander Dendoncker is going to be coming in for you. And then, like I said, as far as the tactics go, what was that? That was the left-hand side, wasn't it? So don't exploit any other flank except the left-hand side, because that, of course, would be the Karaviev and whoever came in for Bernardeschi. So we're going to do that in the hopes that, and also hit the early crosses, in the hopes that we can get something out of this match. Start the second half, and potentially, maybe something will happen. I don't know. I hope so. Because so far, not much has really happened in this match. A lot of shots, but nothing really of note. 5 minutes into this half, we have the ball in an advantageous position. Baines through to Sandro. I mean, we're just taking these shots that aren't really shots. They're more like crosses, and they're forcing the goalkeeper to make a mistake, and I guess that's why the highlight says, oh, this is definitely a key highlight, even though it's not really key. And then once again, the corner kick comes in, and absolutely nothing happens with it. Siggy on the corner kick on the right-hand side, gets it inside. Oh, Szczesny with a wonderful save. Coleman tried to head it past him, but he was a wall right there. Now Juventus could hit us on a break. Servi out to Marco Piacca, who must have been the recent sub on. Gets it out to Sparaziano. Oh, my lord! What a miss! What a miss that was. I thought for sure that was going in. I thought for sure we were going to be down right there. 15 minutes left to go. Ademola Lookman is coming on. Sandro's got a yellow card. There just isn't really much of anything going on here. Once again, we're holding Juventus down, but at the same point in time, we don't have much of anything to talk about on our end. Lookman trying to get the ball inside. Barkley taking a shot, but it was a really weak header. Szczesny picking it up with ease. Baines to Dendoncker, 10 minutes left. Oh, what? Blaise Matuidi just going right through Siggy. How is that not a foul? And now Juventus could potentially hit us on a break. Sandro through to Servi. Gets it out to Piacca. Piacca's got Higuain in the middle. Fuck's sake, boys. I mean, we had all of our chances on the other end, and that's only their second shot on target. That is only Juventus' second shot on target, and they get the goal. Oh, for the love of fuck. I mean, I got nothing for this. It's a very good cross, and Higuain's right there to head it in. I had 3 blue shirts around him. Don't know why none of them decided to pick him up. But now we are losing with 10 minutes left to go, which means I have to make my third and final sub a secondary striker, so David Klaasen's coming on. But as you can clearly see, absolutely nothing going to happen for the rest of this match. There's 4 minutes of stoppage time added on, and we still have 1 minute left to go, so something could happen. Lookman inside to Sandro, and he just hits it wide. See, if the guys would have closed them down within the last 2 minutes of this match, maybe, just maybe, we could have had something going on in this. Coleman getting across. We're in an attacking position, ref! Why do you stop it when we are running through, when we are running free to get an attack off? It's right on fucking 4 minutes of stoppage time. You let it go further for other teams, yet you stop it right there when we have one final attack, and Sheamus was about to just throw it across, and you don't let him do it. Could have had a chance, could have had one more chance to get a goal, but no, it has to stop right there. Has to stop the attack dead. And we lose 1-0 to Juventus. Unbelievable. 2 shots on target for him. We were able to hold them down throughout the entirety of the match. With 10 minutes left, some bullshit goes through, and then the game decides to give us the bullshit on the other end, not allowing us to have one final attack, to have one final chance at an equalizer. Sheamus was about to kick that cross in, and the referee blowed the whistle and blowed the game dead. That's it. I know what you're probably saying. Hey, it's Juventus. You're expected to lose to Juventus anyway. I don't care. I don't want to hear it. We had them at least to a draw. And then all of a sudden, last 10 minutes, it just seems to be a theme for the last 2 years of Football Manager. Last 10 minutes, doesn't matter how many fresh faces and fresh legs you put on the back line, somehow the defense just lets anything go through. Just lets all of the opposition go through and scores goals on you. Happened to me at West Ham, happened to me at Sheffield, happened to me at Bilbao, happened to me at Chicago, happening to me at Inter Milan on my stream save, and now it's happened to me here. It's fucking bullshit. So now we got Spurs at home, so now we got Liverpool, the derby at Anfield, and then we're going to be coming back next episode versus Juventus, where, hey, gotta go to Italy and we gotta get a win. Oh boy, that's not going to happen. This is the shit that pisses me off with this game. This is the shit that makes me extremely mad about wanting to play this game, because stuff like this will happen for inexplicably no reason. Like I said, when you have everything on your side, advantageous to help out your defense, and all of a sudden the defense was like, whatever, we're going to check out for the last 10 minutes of this match. Oh look, a goal went through. Utter bollocks. Utter bullshit. Needs to be changed, needs to be fixed. But anyway, guys, if you did enjoy this episode, if you liked enjoying my misery, please do go and drop it a like. Share with all your friends, and if you're new to the channel, please subscribe for more FM18 content. I swear this game should not be this shit going forward. If you want to leave a comment below on what you saw today, or just in the series in general, please go and do so. But anyway, guys, I've been Gendo, and you have been awesome, and I'll see you next time. Take care, and peace out. God damn it.